It's time now for a flick through the papers here in France, and for that I'm joined on set by our press reviewer today, Clément Bonnereau. And Clément, you're starting with something rather unusual, but it's clearly very important, and that's the weather.
That's right. The first round of the legislative elections is less than 2 weeks away, but French papers are not interested today. Just take a look at the front page of Aujourd'hui en France. The headline reads, Comme un air de vacances, literally like a holiday feeling. Well, this weekend is Ascension weekend, and most French people usually make le pont, meaning that they take Friday off to make it a 4-day weekend. And unlike last year, the Courrier Picard reports, the sun is out, thousands headed to beaches on Baie de Somme in northern France on Thursday, and some even went for a cheeky dip in the sea. There you have it, summer has officially started.
And temperatures across France have been unusually high here in recent days.
That's right. I never thought I'd be a weatherman one day. But look at this map in Le Parisien, Aujourd'hui en France. It's sunny everywhere across the country, with temperatures well into the 30s in Paris, Nantes, La Rochelle and Toulouse.
Hopefully we'll be able to go out and enjoy some sunshine after we finish work, Clément. But before then, we move on to some rather serious matters, and that's, of course, the US President Donald Trump shaking hands, meeting with the new French President Emmanuel Macron.
That's right, and their handshake has been widely commented on social media. You can see a photo of their meeting here in Le Parisien. Now, Donald Trump is known for his rather firm, if not outright brutal handshake. He famously uses them as a display of power. But he has perhaps, according to Le Parisien, met his match in the new French president. The two were like two big cats fighting over a plate of tomato and mozzarella. That's according to Le Parisien. Each man gripped each other's hands so firmly that their knuckles turned white. As several users on social media have said, their greeting could be described as "screw you" in handshake form.
Wow, don't know what to say about that. Staying on French politics, the new Interior Minister has been accused of wanting to decriminalise cannabis. How are the papers here in France reacting to that news?
That's right. Gérard Collomb, the former mayor of Lyon, says he wants to replace arrests with fines nationwide. The idea would be for police to issue a simple ticket for the use and possession of cannabis, a move actually supported by police unions who say that the current process of arrest and prosecution is both cumbersome and time-consuming. A right-wing newspaper, Le Figaro, however, says that this could lead to the decriminalization of cannabis and other drugs, and actually encourage the use of cannabis across France.
Clément, what are experts saying about this, though? How effective are fines when it comes to tackling cannabis use?
Well, Catholic daily La Croix interviewed two experts. The first one is a member of the UNSA police union. He says that the problem right now is that when someone is arrested for selling or buying drugs, nothing happens because the justice system is overworked. The second expert interviewed by La Croix is a psychiatrist, and he takes a different approach. He says that fines will not change anything. France has some of the harshest cannabis laws in Europe, and yet French people are among the top 5 cannabis smokers on the continent. He says that cannabis and indeed other soft drugs should be decriminalized completely to ensure that adequate prevention measures are taken and also to control the distribution of drugs.
And very briefly, we end this French press review with a special report in the left-leaning Libération about France's growing elderly population.
That's right, and it's a very interesting report indeed, looking at how the elderly live in France and how elderly care in particular has been affected by recent budget cuts. According to Libération, up to 700,000 French people live in nursing homes, but many say they've been put in those institutions against their will. So Libération says it's time to rethink the way we treat our elders and invest in in-home care that would benefit not only the economy, but also, as Libération says, the society as a whole.
Clément Bonnereau, thank you very much for that flick through the French papers this morning.